So everyone's starting in 4-point position. We're going to go through cat and cow. So really lift up through the spine, open up that thoracic, really tuck your chin in towards your chest. And then the opposite movement. Really push the tailbone out. Arch the head slightly, really squeeze that lower portion of the back down towards the floor. Just going to go through that 2 more times. Really focus on the breathing. Exhale on the stretch. Lift up again. Once more down. So from here we're going to go up into downward dog. So lift up onto the toes, head coming through, hips rising to the sky. Now in that position, just release off the hamstrings, you can readjust your feet. Really elongate the arms there. Then we're going to start with the right side. So I'm trying to bring that right foot forward towards the right hand. And hold that stretch. A couple of big deep breaths in that position. And drop the back knee to the floor, relax the back foot. I'm just going to go elbow to the floor. Hand back towards the foot, up onto the back foot. I'm going to go up into downward dog again. And then we'll stay with the right foot from here. Just going to extend the right foot. Knee towards the ceiling, reach up to the sky as far as you can with that right knee. And then bring that foot in between the hands. And adjust your hands so that either side of that foot, really about pushing that left hip down towards the floor now. And come out of that stretch, turn the left foot away. So your warrior pose, make sure the right knee is facing forwards. I'm just going to go through a rotation of the upper body. Both ways. Then go hands back towards the floor. Into press. And then we're going to work on that same principle on the left hand side. So into downward dog again. Really push up. Adjust the feet again if you need to. Should be able to push the heels further towards the floor this time. Really push that tailbone up to the ceiling, elongate the spine. And then we'll come into climb our left foot, up to the hand, hold that position, couple of seconds, couple of deep breaths. And then drop the back knee to the floor, relax the back foot, and then bring that left elbow as close to the floor as you can get. with every breath, just relax into the stretch a little bit more. Come up onto the hand, back into plank, and then into downward dog. Then we're going to reach up towards the ceiling with that left knee. And then bring that left foot in between the hands. Hold that position for a couple of seconds. Focus on bringing that right hip down towards the floor. Get a good stretch through that hip flexor. And then come out of that stretch into warrior pose. Again, just keeping that left foot facing forward. We're going to go through upper body rotations from that position. And then towards the left. Towards the right. Once more. Then from here we're going to take the left foot, turn it parallel to the right, so we're in wide stance now. And then we're just going to fold forward, elbows to the floor, as close to the floor as you can get them. Come up onto tension. If you're a powerlifter, Olympic lifter, good morning position. Try and keep that spine as flat as possible. Tension, push back with the hips. Should feel it into the hamstrings with the legs straight. Okay, so take off tension, just come, fold forward again. And once more back onto tension. Tight through that spine if you can get a little lower while still maintaining position. And then bring yourself back up to upright. Need to readjust your feet, just do it. Release off the hips slightly. We're going to go into a Cossack squat now. So drop down. You can allow that foot just to turn up towards the ceiling. Try and get as deep as you can into that. And then switch sides. Try and keep your chest as upright as possible. So rise with your heart, with your chest. On 3 each way. And then we'll turn into warrior and then back onto the floor with the hands. And then relax the back knee to the floor. So this time I'm going to turn towards the left foot. I'm going to hold the right foot behind. Come into a quad stretch. Really open up the chest towards the left leg. That position. Come up off that back knee, bring the left leg underneath the right hand into a glute stretch or a swan pose, pigeon, however you want to position yourself. Elbows to the floor. If you can, relax your head to the floor. 3, 2, 1. Come out of that stretch. So up onto the hands, up onto the back foot. Bring the left leg back. So you're in plank position. Bring the right foot forwards. We'll repeat the same. So turn towards the right knee. Hook the back left leg. Turn towards that right leg. Get a good stretch through the quad and the hip flexor on the left hand side. And relax that back foot. Back up onto the hand. Bring the right foot underneath the left hand. Relax the back leg. Elbows to the floor. If you can, head or chest on the floor. Three, 2, 1. Come out of that stretch. And relax into child's pose. Just sit the heels back towards the bum. Really push your bum back. Try and get as much flexion in the knees as possible. And relax. That's a good 5 or 10 minute flow that you could repeat a couple of times to get a good 20-minute stretch. In the morning, in the evening, after a workout. Go ahead, enjoy.